Hello everyone, as everyone is going to bed. Things have been going pretty well. It's been a long time. We have 22 tubes now. Things are going okay. Guy's situation is still basically under control. We've been slowly moving this in a little bit. Apparently some water leak. That's interesting. Okay. Totally exactly sure. It's so overpressurized. I really need to get a pump in there at some point. Start hooking it up to my main water lines. So big thing today is this sort of situation is been interesting. I've created a bomb. I don't know how this has sort of happened, but hydrogen has sort of gone everywhere here, and no one can breathe, and it's getting really, really warm. So, I created a bomb. Yeah, that's not particularly optimal. Things are definitely, these, as little heat as these things generate, apparently it's enough, and, that's becoming an issue. The fertilizer issue has been under control, which is very nice. Plenty of power and all those things. Power tower is unfortunately just the same as always. This hydrogen generator has never worked, never does anything, which is sad and depressing or something along those lines. So the issue still is, despite, the idea was to have the duplicates, gas room membrane allows the oxygen to fall down, the hydrogen rises up into the gas pumps, the oxygen runs down into everyone here over here. That's clearly not working quite as well as I'd like it to. We do have a, a large quantity of oxygen up here, so what I think we're going to do to try to solve, the heat issue, because to solve the heat issue, all we have to do is just let it open up to, the rest of the universe. So we're going to take down our beautiful, beautiful vacuum packing here, at least temporarily. I'm not quite sure if they can reach that. Might have to... So I can't take down these two because I need the water still there. But we need to push this hydrogen back up and back into here, and so by opening this up, hopefully we can do that. We just need to actually somehow do that. They can't. Can they? Let's see what happens. I put it out of there. I'm going to prioritize it. 7. And see what happens. Anyway, this has been, in general, fairly successful. It's a little vomity, which is, expected. This is getting a pain to do this, and I don't want to do it anymore, basically. And because it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. In theory, I could maybe have a base that was pretty enough that it wouldn't become an issue, but it's just doesn't feel worth it. Maybe sometime in a bit. But so this group of 10 with food imports is working, decently well. This farm is working decently well. It's getting a little toasty in here. Let's turn back on the air conditioning then. We are not getting any power? We are enabled. We're just not getting any power because you're off, I guess. There's obviously some still stuff to be done here. Thermal switch says do the thing. What is sort of, I guess it's the electrolyzer. This was generating most heat here, maybe. Anyway, the thermal situation here is not optimal. The thermal situation here is also not optimal, so we need to do something better. And what I want to do is I want to create Power Tower MK3, but let's call it an apartment. So I began, exploring a little bit. There's some Wheeze warts down here. some stuff. No other geysers yet, at least. But I sort of made a little forward base over here. Food, outhouses, cots, everything you need. And I started thinking about, okay, I want to make an area which houses some number of duplicates. I'm thinking 15 right now. Has this, but with a farm and temperature modulation all in control, all nice in one little spot. So what I'm thinking is sort of trying to keep the hydrogen. So also trying to keep like electrolyzers into the gas pumps just isn't seeming to be working here or here. It's just not. So you guys still can't get up there, really? Okay, let's deconstruct this for a few seconds. They're not powering anything anyway. They're hooked up to literally nothing. They're just eating hydrogen uselessly. And I feel really bad. Like I feel like I'm wasting hydrogen like that. Especially because hydrogen is actually, you know, really useful for a few things. What are you guys doing? Where are you going? Why are you? Oh, that's funny. Okay. I get it. Okay. That's, you know, okay. That's what they did. Anyway. And you're going to bed. Yeah, of course you are. So, this temperature is actually becoming kind of significant. Okay. Cold air, and probably the issue is that, you know, I'm just pumping all the cold air down here as opposed to, you know, where the electrolyzer is, because apparently that's what's generating the heat. So we can fix that real easy here, hopefully. Gas pump, gold, because we have a lot of gold right now. There we go. Get to work on that. That should help solve the temperature issue just a little bit. Maybe I should consider moving the gas pump closer to the, like the gas pump in this area, because the hydrogen goes to this corner and CO2 goes to this corner. So it's just sort of an interesting. I'm not quite sure why the world is tilted like that, if you will, but it does seem to be that is the case. So I want to make 15. I think I want to make 15 dupes. Apartment for 15 dupes. So I was thinking 4 electrolyzers, because obviously they don't work all the time. They maybe work half the time, if I'm lucky. Electrolyzers work half the time. So I was thinking 4 electrolyzers, 15 dupes, 2 gas pumps for hydrogen collection. For power, I would have 2 hydrogen generators somewhere. I'm just sort of putting it all out there. 11 manual generators. 5, 11. This is a group of 2,000, group of 2,000, group of 2,000. One group of 2,000 powers the gas pumps, all 4 of them, the electrolyzers, all that good stuff. Another set, probably. I also want to get the fertilizers makers in here. We'll need lavatories, so these create 15 kilograms. I have 15 kilograms per use. We'll need some number of these, and we will need 4 is probably a good bet. We'll need some number of fertilizer makers to eat up all of that polluted water. They can now. I probably should have mathed out before I tried to do the stream exactly how many fertilizers I would need. And it's at least 5 for sure. Because some number of fertilizers maker. I want to say 8. One fertilizer maker can take care of the output of 8 dupes. but I'm really not sure about that. But there's also vomit, unfortunately. Or fortunately, depending on how you want to look at it. So, 5 fertilizer makers. It also adds up to a nice round even 600 watts. Let's see, so for 15 dupes, we need, let's just call it 5 fertilizer makers, 4 lavatories, all of this stuff to power it, and we also need, we're also going to need some cooling system. I have a thermoregulator here behind me. System. I also have lots of wee wort seeds that I can transplant. I think I'm planning on transplanting them up here, or here on this level. I am going to, try to do my vacuum packing, I think, and I've already sort of made this diagonal line to build said vacuum packing. I don't think I'm gonna make it a diamond. I might make it like a, might make it sort of, it might not be like square shaped. It might be diamond. Like I was thinking like maybe one line down, then maybe a vertical line up, and then another line up like this way. The problem with that is that like this way is it's everything. Hydrogen goes this way, carbon dioxide goes this way. So optimally I would want to have sort of like this be the low point, and then, over here be the high point if I were to make a diamond shape. And the other final thing, of course, that I would need is food. Now, because I'm a lazy snot, is this actually putting out gas? What it's supposed to? Yes, it's good. I don't like to harvest because I'm lazy. Look at this. Look, this is exactly what I wanted. Oxygen is pouring through and everything is filled up with oxygen, and the pumps have stopped pumping because, of course, I took out the hydrogen generators, which are eating all the hydrogen. Of course, that's, yep. We can go ahead and solve that here really easily. But we've solved the hydrogen problem. All the hydrogen is back where it belongs. So that's good. It's so great. Oh, man. These are never going to pump for a million years because I flooded with 76 kilograms of oxygen per tile. Oh, man. That's just kind of hilarious. All these people are useless. Let's just leave this open for now because they're not doing anything. This is, oh man. Oh, it's just that's so beyond great. Oh man. Maybe this should be open. Look at the fast this is moving! Auto. Auto and, no custom permissions. Just everyone can... It's gonna be an absolute pain to reset this up, I know. You know what I could have done, instead of undoing that, what I should have done is just bloody unplug the thing. Oh my goodness, that was amazing how how fast the oxygen was. Oh wow, that was fun. How much, okay. So we have, some number of kilograms out of it. Overpressure. See, I really like overpressurizing because you can just, one of the biggest problems is how slow air moves. So by overpressurizing, you can sort of speed up that air movement. We're going to get down another cot here. Again, I've been sort of, slowly getting a few more duplicates in. Let's see, destructive, vomiter, only take vomiters, anemic, kind of is bad. Let's go with bubbles, sure. Welcome, okay. You'll sleep there eventually. So, I want 15 people. I've already gotten down 4 of them. And we're going to need a lot of food to power them. Again, I'm very lazy and I don't want to harvest. So usually it takes 2 to 3 planters per dupe if you harvest. I'm not harvesting, which bumps it up to like 5 or 6 planters per dupe. So 15 times 5 is oftentimes 75 planter boxes. I don't know how many that is. But it's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. It's going to take a lot. And they're going to actually go try to build that, and I don't want them to actually build that. Stop. It's going to take a lot of planter boxes, and behind those planter boxes, I want to run my cooling system. Because the thing that needs to remain cool, of all things, is the planter boxes. So, behind the planter boxes, I want to run some gas pipes. And granite has very good heat transfer, so we can, say, run our gas pipe behind. And the idea is, see, all my other cooling setups have been well, my only other cooling setup has been sort of a actively cycling the water, the gas through thermoregulator and into the area. And as you can see, it looks like it's sort of helping, maybe? I need to mop this up, because vomit's hot. Yeah, this is actually a little bit dangerous. I have a lot of food, and, you know, I have 23 dupes. I have 2 refrigerators in vacuum storing... okay, well I have 3 refrigerators. This one should be fine too. I have 3 refrigerators, each holding 100 units of food, so I have 23 dupes. There's a little bit of leeway there. The point is I have at least 7 days worth of food, even if everything else dies. Now, what has been worried me is that I haven't seen the food rotting alert too often recently, which is a little bit worrisome, which means I'm actually eating, you know, a quantity of food that's somewhat reasonably close to the amount I'm generating right now. Again, without any sort of harvesting because I'm lazy. Again, I can always just go harvest, womp, and I'll have food for years, but I'm lazy. So if I need to, I'll do that. If I absolutely need to, I'll do that. But what I want to do is have 75 planter boxes for the 15 dupes that will live over here. And so I'm going to need to be rearranging this. I just want to give out this video to give out what the plan is. And so when you see it, you won't be surprised. Oh, look at all this, what he did without me. Oh, I'm so sad. So anyway, this is the next big mega project, if you will. A fully self-contained, with everything, everything system. I should talk one more second about the heating. So the plan is, I'm going to use thermoregulators. I'm going to use, well, like I talked about over here. I want to have a staged system where the thermoregulators will be, certain numbers will be turned off and on depending on how things go. And what I want to spit through the pipes will be hydrogen, as opposed to the gas. I'll move the hydrogen through an area of, and what I want to do is I want to actually stick the Weezeworts in an area of carbon dioxide. Like, I'll take the output of carbon dioxide and use my super patented, not really, you know, hyper packing gas thing. And so the idea is we'll have this and tiles like so. That's neutronium, so I can't... so it's fine! It's fine. Edge of the map. Funky. We'll pack in our Weezeworts in that area, and, I don't actually want it there because I don't want to take out these granite tiles. Actually, I probably want it down here because I can fit a lot more Weezeworts down here. We'll have our CO2 area down here, and it will get to a very high pressure, which will allow the Weezeworts to work very effectively since they have lots of gas. The more gas the Weezeworts have, I'm not sure if there's an upper limit or a lower limit. I do know that if Weezeworts in vacuum, they don't work. So I want to have at least a good quantity of CO2 for them to cycle through, and then I'll run the pipes. I'll have the thermoregulators in that carbon dioxide, and I will have some thermoregulators on sometimes. No. There's really 2 ways to do this. Either the gas Because see, I do need something to keep the gas flowing, which is annoying, right? So if I have a loop of hydrogen that goes from here, you know, it cools off, you know, obviously intakes from here, it cools off here, well, it intakes here, it goes down, some of it goes to the hydrogen generators, some of it goes to the hydrogen generators, some of it goes to the cooling system. Once I get enough in the cooling system, I'll, you know, have a gas pipe or a gas valve, right, to limit how much hydrogen I want in the cooling system. Because I only need once it's in the cooling system, I don't need any more. So I'll use a gas valve, get some hydrogen into the cooling system from up top, and then I need a way to keep it looping. So I think I need to run it through at least one thermoregulator at all times, which is sort of a pain, because otherwise it would stop cycling. What are you doing? No! Stupid duplicates. Alright, that's funny. It buried the, that's actually, really annoying. It buried the gold there. Thanks, game. Thanks, game. That's nice. Anyway, okay, apparently I need to do a little bit more thinking about my cooling system because it's a little more complicated than I just, because again, in order to force the gas to keep throwing, it has to go through something. The only thing that gas can go through is a thermoregulator. Like, there's nothing... Oh, wait, could I just use gas valves? Would that work? No. Would it? No. Would it? No. Would it? So the idea is, if I have a... What happens in this situation? Does the gas flow in a loop? Can I create? Can I do that? Do we have some polluted oxygen right here? We're gonna try it. So, right now, I expected this video to be the other. I was wrong. Ha ha. So, guess you to up here, you to you, and then you down here. And then, no, you should be able to use that. And then I need to power this somehow. Heavy watt. I'm pretty sure this loop should be perfectly fine for our purposes. Come on, guys. I have science to do! Science, quickly! Doing science. Because if this works, then what I can do is I can just have the I can just have the gas flow into the Weezeward area, and then I can have it flow, you know, across the across my using basically no energy at all. I'm just limited by Weezewards, obviously, but come on, guys, build this pipe, build the gold. You can do it. I believe in you. I have nothing to do. I'm gonna hold off. Let's just see. Vomiter, explosives, small bladder is very good. Interior decorator is not so great. Amphibious is kind of nice. Let's go with the small bladder. Yeah, welcome. I need to build a... I need 15 of these guys to house my place of snot cakes, so... Might as well, I guess. Something like that. Okay. Disable that. Flow control that to 0. Okay. So basically I wasn't paying attention and I did. So deconstruct this pipe. And deconstruct this pipe. Too much gas. Did that just... Oh, that's funny. Come on. Okay. I let too much gas into the thing, so I deconstruct that 5 seconds. Reconnect this. Quickly, quickly now! Quickly! I suppose I could, like, you know, prioritize it or something. I might get it done. Like, I could prioritize it, like, really high. Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What? Abe! I wasn't paying attention. Crap. Well... And you're having issues too. Can you, like, mop this? I don't understand what happened there. I don't understand at all. There's plenty of oxygen 2 inches above your stupid face. I had another dupe die. The same thing is actually over here in the airlock. I don't understand what happened at all. That's actually really bad. And I'm really annoyed. And it still says population... Oh, I just added, that's right. It does work. Look at this. 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 It's going in a loop. It's going in a loop with no energy or power at all. Okay, well, that's amazing. And overpowered. And I'm glad I discovered it. Because I'm pretty sure I never read about that. You know, I do a lot of research on this game. But I'm pretty sure we just figured that out on ourselves. I could be wrong. But I'm pretty sure I did. Yes, yes. And everyone's mourning. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, well, this has been an exciting episode. I think, somewhat. So we're gonna get to work on this. Obviously, it has to be, you know, bigger and different than what it is here. I'm gonna have to rearrange all this stuff. But this is the general idea, and we will see how it looks like when it's done. So I will see you all then.